She ranted, "You're suffocating me with your stupid rules." About me, asking her not to drink and drive. I said my apologies. 2 hours later, the cops called me to bail her out. I didn't answer. Her mugshot made the local news. I, 32 male, have been with Veronica, 29, for 3 years. Last Friday, she showed me exactly who she really is, and now she's dealing with the consequences of her choices. Let me paint you a picture of Veronica. She works in pharmaceutical sales, makes good money, drives a white Audi Q5 that she treats better than most people treat their kids. She's got this whole image thing going, always perfectly dressed, nails done, the type who posts wine memes on Facebook with captions like, "It's wine o'clock somewhere." The drinking started as social, wine with dinner, cocktails with the girls, Sunday brunches with bottomless mimosas. But over the past year, it's become more. She'd have just one glass, that turned into the whole bottle. Started keeping mini bottles in her purse for emergencies. You know the progression. I've tried talking to her about it, gently at first. "Hey babe, maybe we should Uber tonight? Or I'll drive, you relax." She'd roll her eyes but usually agreed. But lately, different story. 2 weeks ago, she drove home from her friend Kendra's birthday dinner. Walked in the door reeking of vodka, keys still in hand. I lost it. Told her she could have killed someone. She laughed, actually laughed, and said I was being dramatic. I'm a grown woman, not some teenager. I know my limits. Your limits don't matter if you hit a family of 4. God, you sound like my dad. I was fine. We fought. She slept on the couch. Next morning she acted like nothing happened. Last Friday was her company's quarterly celebration dinner. Big deal in pharma sales. Hit your numbers. Get wined and dined at some fancy steakhouse. She was excited all week. New dress, fresh manicure, the works. That afternoon, I made one request. Please don't drive if you're drinking tonight. I'll pick you up, or you can Uber. Company will probably pay for it anyway. She lost it. You're suffocating me with your stupid rules. Do you think I'm some kind of child? I've been driving for 13 years without your help. This isn't about rules, V. It's about safety. Safety? I'm the safest driver I know. You're just trying to control me because you're jealous that I have a social life and you sit home playing video games. Low blow. I don't even game that much anymore. Jealous? Of what? Your coworkers watching you get plastered? See, there you go again. I'm not getting plastered. I'm networking. Something you'd understand if you ever left your little IT cave. I work from home. It's not a cave. It's a nice setup, actually. Fine. You know what? You're right. My apologies. She blinked. What? You're a grown woman? Make your own choices. She seemed suspicious of my sudden agreement, but grabbed her keys and left. Don't wait up, she tossed over her shoulder. I didn't. At 11:43 p.m. my phone rang. Local police department. Is this Thomas Hartley? Yes. This is Officer Rodriguez. You're listed as the emergency contact for Veronica Sinclair. She's been arrested for driving under the influence. She's requesting you post bail. My stomach dropped, not from surprise, honestly, from the inevitability of it. Is anyone hurt? No injuries. She hit a mailbox and failed field sobriety. Blue point 19. Jesus. That's more than double the legal limit. I see. Bail is set at $2,500. She can be released once it's posted. Thank you for letting me know. So you'll be coming down? No. Pause. Sir? No, I won't be posting bail. Thank you for calling. I hung up. The phone immediately exploded. Calls, texts, voicemails. I put it on silent and went to bed. Saturday morning, I had 73 missed calls. The texts ranged from pleading to furious. Baby, please answer. This is insane. They arrested me. Where are you? I need you right now, please. Are you seriously ignoring me? Thomas, this is so petty. Fine, be that way. You're such an asshole. I hate you. Please, I'm sorry, just get me out. They're transferring me to county. Please. I made coffee, did some work, went for a run. Normal Saturday stuff. Around 2 p.m., different number. Her mother. Thomas, what is going on? Veronica called from jail saying you won't help her. Hi, Carol. Veronica drove drunk and got arrested. I chose not to post bail. But she's in jail. Yes, that's typically what happens when you break the law. This is ridiculous. She made a mistake. You don't leave someone you love in jail. I begged her not to drive. She told me I was suffocating her with my stupid rules. She didn't mean that. She meant it enough to do it anyway. She's a grown woman who made her choice. These are the consequences. Carol called me some names I won't repeat and hung up. Here's the thing. Veronica had the money to bail herself out. She just couldn't access it from jail. Her accounts, her problem to solve. And solve it she did, because by Sunday afternoon, she was out. But here's where it gets interesting. Turns out, in our state, if you blow over .115, it's an aggravated DUI. Enhanced penalties. And the local news runs a weekly DUI roundup segment every Monday morning, complete with mugshots. Monday, 6:47 a.m., my phone buzzes. Text from my coworker, "Yo, isn't this your girl?" Screenshot of the morning news. There's Veronica, mascara smeared, hair a mess, eyes glazed. The headline, local farmer rep among weekend DUI arrests. Her professional headshot versus her mugshot. The contrast was stark. By 8 a.m., it was on the news station's Facebook page. By noon, it had been shared 400 plus times. The comments were brutal. Farmer rep? Hope she wasn't sampling her own supply. This is why Uber exists, lady. 19, she could have killed someone. I know her. She sold to our clinic. Always acted so superior. Bet her company loves this publicity. Veronica called me 19 times that morning. I answered on the 20th. How could you let this happen? Let what happen? The news. My mugshot. My career is ruined. I didn't arrest you. I didn't make you drive drunk. I didn't put your mugshot on the news. You could have bailed me out Friday. Then this wouldn't have happened. The DUI still would have happened. The mugshot still would have been taken. This was always going to be the outcome. But not publicly. Not where everyone can see. You mean consequences? Yeah, those suck. I'm coming home and we're going to talk about this. Your stuff is in boxes by the door. You can pick them up whenever. What? I'm done, Veronica. I can't be with someone who thinks risking innocent lives is just me being controlling. You're breaking up with me? Now? When I need you most? You needed me Friday when I begged you to Uber. You told me I was suffocating you. Guess you've got all the freedom you want now. She showed up an hour later, pounding on the door, screaming about how I was ruining her life. I called the police. Ironic, right? They explained she needed to collect her belongings and leave. She grabbed the boxes while shooting me death glares. You're going to regret this, she hissed. Doubt it. As of now, her Instagram is flooded with comments about the mugshot. Her LinkedIn, yikes. Someone tagged her company. Her boss follows her. This is gonna be a rough Monday for Veronica. But hey, at least no one's suffocating her with stupid rules anymore. Update 1. Well, Reddit, the entitlement escalated exactly as you'd expect. Grab your popcorn. First, let me address something. I got a lot of DMs asking why I was so cold about this. Here's the truth. My college roommate was killed by a drunk driver when we were 20. Guy who hit him blew .8, similar to Veronica. So yeah, I have zero tolerance for this crap. I've seen what happens to the families left behind. Now the update. Tuesday morning, Veronica's company put her on administrative leave pending investigation. Turns out having your mugshot go viral isn't great for a farmer rep whose job involves visiting doctors' offices. Who knew? She called me from her friend Kendra's phone. I'd blocked her number by then. I hope you're happy. They suspended me. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate? I'm gonna lose my job. My career is over. Actions have consequences. Stop saying that. God, you're such a robot. Don't you feel anything? I felt plenty when I was worried you'd kill someone. You told me I was being dramatic. I made one mistake. No, you made one mistake that got caught. How many times did you drive drunk before this? Silence. Then, I want to come get the rest of my things. Fine, I'll be here Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. I need them before then. I have court Thursday. Then, you should have thought about that before getting arrested. Saturday, 2 to 4. She screamed something about me being a vindictive prick and hung up. Wednesday brought new developments. Veronica decided if she was going down, she wasn't going alone. She posted on Facebook, "Since everyone wants to judge me for one mistake while I'm going through the hardest time of my life, let me share some truth. My ex Thomas literally abandoned me in jail. What kind of man does that? He's been emotionally abusive for months, trying to control where I go and who I see. I'm actually glad this happened because it showed me his true colors. B2W, he cheated on me with his coworker Jessica. But sure, keep judging me." Oh, Veronica, sweet, stupid Veronica. Jessica is 1. My coworker, 2. A lesbian, 3. Married to a woman named Patricia, 4. About to become relevant to this story. Within an hour, Jessica had screenshot the post and replied, "Hi Veronica. Jessica here. You know the lesbian you just accused of sleeping with your ex? The one who's been married to my wife for 6 years? The one who attended your birthday party with said wife? Remember Patricia? You did shots with her? Anyway, my lawyer will be in touch about this defamation. Cheers." The post disappeared within minutes. But the internet is forever, and Jessica's response was already screenshotted and spreading. Thursday was court day. I wasn't there, but the local news was. Yeah, they covered the arraignment. Veronica hired a lawyer who probably cost more than her monthly salary. She pleaded not guilty, trial set for next month. Her lawyer gave a statement about it being a misunderstanding, and his client looking forward to clearing her name. The news ran it alongside her mugshot again. The comment section was having a field day. But Friday? Friday was when Veronica really lost it. I woke up to find my car keyed. Deep scratches down both sides spelling out, "Ow." Security cameras caught her clear as day, stumbling, probably drunk again with her keys out at 3 a.m. I called the police, showed them the footage. They sighed like they knew her by now. "Do you want to press charges?" "Absolutely. This is going to violate her bail conditions from the DUI." That sounds like a her problem. Saturday at 2 p.m., she showed up for her things. With police. Because guess what? She'd been arrested again that morning for the vandalism and was out on bail again. The officer was there to keep the peace while she got her stuff. She looked rough, hair unwashed, no makeup, wearing sweats, far cry from the polished pharma rep image. "Happy now?" she spat while loading boxes into her car. "Are you drunk right now?" I asked, genuinely concerned. "No, Jesus, I'm not an alcoholic." The officer and I exchanged glances. "You've been arrested twice in a week, both times involved alcohol. The car thing was just, I was emotional. And drunk, on camera, again." She turned to the officer. "Are you going to let him harass me?" The officer deadpan. "Ma'am, he's stating facts. Please continue loading your vehicle." As she grabbed the last box, she tried one more manipulation. "I loved you, you know. I thought we had a future." "We did. Then you chose vodka and your ego over safety and my concerns." "I hope you die alone," she snarled. "Better than dying because my partner drove drunk," I replied. She peeled out so fast she almost hit my neighbor's trash cans. The officer shook his head. "Son, you dodged a bullet there. More like a drunk driver," I said. He actually laughed. "So that's where we are. 2 arrests, 1 lost job, 1 pending defamation case, and a whole lot of consequences for someone who thought she was above the law." Best part? Her DUI lawyer dropped her after the second arrest. Apparently, getting arrested for vandalism while out on bail for DUI isn't a great look. Who would have thought? Her mom called again yesterday, begging me to talk sense into her. I told her Veronica was a grown woman who didn't need my suffocating rules. Remember? Carol hung up on me. The preliminary hearing for the vandalism charge is next week. The DUI trial is in 3 weeks. I'm told I'll need to testify for both. Happy to do my civic duty. To everyone asking if I feel bad, no. She could have killed someone. She chose not to listen. She chose to drive. She chose to key my car. She chose to lie about Jessica. Every step of the way, she had options. She picked the worst one every time. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And Veronica? She's going for the high score. Update 2, final update, because this saga has reached its natural conclusion. The vandalism hearing was something. Veronica showed up looking like she'd raided a funeral home's discount rack. All black, tissue in hand, trying to look remorseful. Her new lawyer, public defender this time, argued for leniency, first offense, emotional distress, blah blah. Then the prosecutor played the security footage. Crystal clear video of her stumbling around my car, keying it while occasionally stopping to take pulls from a flask. Yeah, she brought a flask to vandalize my car. The judge's face was priceless. "Miss Sinclair, were you intoxicated during this incident?" I was emotional, Your Honor. That's not what I asked." Her lawyer whispered urgently in her ear. "I plead the 5th. The judge sighed. "This is a preliminary hearing, not a trial, but I'll take that as a yes." She got hit with vandalism and violating bail conditions. The DUI trial was coming up, and this wasn't helping her case. In between court dates, Veronica kept spiraling. Her social media became a masterclass in self-destruction. Posted about fake friends who wouldn't lend her money for legal fees. shared articles about wrongful arrests and police targeting women, created a GoFundMe for her legal defense that raised $73, started selling her designer bags and shoes, publicly blaming me for her financial persecution. Then came the DUI trial. I was called to testify. Kept it simple. Yes, I asked her not to drive. Yes, she said I was suffocating her. No, I didn't post bail. Yes, that was my choice. Her lawyer tried to paint me as controlling. Isn't it true you regularly tried to dictate Miss Sinclair's activities? I asked her not to drive drunk. If that's controlling, guilty as charged. You abandoned her in her time of need. I respected her autonomy as a grown woman to handle her own consequences. The prosecutor loved that answer. But the real nail in the coffin? Kendra testified. For the prosecution. Turns out Veronica had driven drunk from multiple gatherings Kendra hosted. Kendra had been keeping quiet out of friendship, but after Veronica tried to borrow $5,000 for a better lawyer and called her a poverty-stricken bitch when she said no, yeah, friendship over. Kendra brought receipts, text messages of Veronica bragging about driving better buzzed than most people do sober, photos of her drinking at events before driving home. One particularly damning video of Veronica doing shots while jingling her car keys and laughing about being too pretty for cops to arrest. The jury deliberated for 45 minutes, guilty, aggravated DUI. Sentencing was last week. The judge considered everything: the property damage, the bail violation, the complete lack of remorse, and her blood alcohol level. 30 days jail, 2 years probation, license suspended for a year, mandatory alcohol counseling, $10,000 in fines, 200 hours community service. But here's the kicker. Because she was convicted, her pharma company officially terminated her. With cause. No severance, and good luck getting hired in pharmaceutical sales with a DUI conviction. Her mom called me one last time after sentencing. I hope you're satisfied. You've destroyed her life. No, Carol, she destroyed her own life. I just stopped enabling it. She's going to jail. My baby is going to jail because you're petty. She's going to jail because she drove with a .99 back and then committed vandalism while out on bail. That's not petty, that's justice. She loved you. She loved having someone to blame for her choices. That's not the same thing. Carol hung up. Haven't heard from any of them since. I got my car fixed with the restitution money. Insurance covered most of it, but Veronica has to pay the deductible plus damages. The keying was so deep it needed a full repaint on both sides. Jessica's defamation case is still pending, but her lawyer says Veronica will likely settle rather than face another trial. Turns out accusing someone's lesbian wife of having an affair with your ex is pretty clear-cut defamation. Who knew? As for me, I'm doing great. Started dating someone new, met her at a coffee shop, not a bar. She's a teacher, doesn't drink much, and thinks planning dates in advance is normal. Wild concept. The other night she asked about my ex. I showed her the news articles. Her response? Thank God she showed you who she was before you married her or had kids. Amen to that. To everyone who's been following this story, thanks for the support. To anyone dealing with a partner who drinks and drives, don't enable it. Don't make excuses. Don't post their bail. Let them face the consequences. And if they tell you you're suffocating them with your stupid rules about not wanting them to risk innocent lives, believe them. Let them go. Let them be free to make their choices and face their consequences. Sometimes the best thing you can do for someone is absolutely nothing at all. Veronica starts her jail sentence next week. I'm told she tried to get it pushed back because it conflicts with a wedding she wanted to attend. The judge said no. Guess she'll miss another event because of her choices. But hey, at least no one's suffocating her with stupid rules anymore. Freedom's funny like that. It includes the freedom to ruin your own life. And she's certainly free now.